Here they go.
Mom, there's
Hold. Take it center, take it over. Off. All right, folks. Well, good evening. I'd like to welcome you here to Fort Mackinac. Now, my name is Jeff. Up here with me today, Rick, Jake, and John. We're the last 4 soldiers on duty for you here today. Now, before we step back and fire our rifles, we're going to move on the role of music here at Fort Mackinac in the 1880s. The primary signaling instrument by this time period is the bugle. And the bugle had 67 different calls that could be played throughout the day. And tell the soldiers to do just about everything. The bugle told them when to go to bed, when to come back to the fort, when to eat, different things like that. Now there are some calls that were used throughout the day you just might recognize today. Some of them are even used in sports. So the first call that I'm going to play is the first call of the day. Any idea what that's called? A lot of people think it's called Reveille, but the first call of the day is 15 minutes before Reveille. And appropriately enough, it's called the first call. So once again, this is one that you just might recognize. Maybe if I get it out. How many of you recognize that? You gamblers in our audience. Now, there are also other calls that are used in sports, like my favorite call, the mess call. That's when it's time to eat. Eat 'em up, let's go green! As you see, used in modern day sports today. Now, regardless of, well, what I'm playing on the bugle here, we all wear different kinds of uniforms. One kind of uniform out here. To tell you a little bit about that, I'm going to hand it over to Ray.
All right, well, thank you, Jeff. Now, 4 of us out here today, despite our differences in uniforms, are all representing men of the 23rd Regiment of United States Infantry that were stationed here at the post from 1884 to 1890. At the time, all of those men were issued 2 different styles of uniform. The one that probably looks most familiar to you is what Jake is wearing here. What war does it look like he should be fighting in? The Civil War, exactly right. It was only 15 years before the 1880s. The United States Army found a uniform that worked. They figured, why bother changing it? They kept it around. That's called the undress uniform. Well, we wore it on an everyday basis, like what you're all wearing. Jeans and a t-shirt. You can have got a forage cap on top that looks a lot like a baseball cap and serves the same function. It just keeps the sun off his face. He was doing any of his chores around here in the fort. He was on the target range, hanging out downtown, or ever called into battle, he would wear that undress uniform. Now, in contrast, that's the undress uniform. What do the rest of us wear? The dress uniform, exactly right. This is a much more flashy uniform, kind of like our tuxedo of the 1880s Army. It's what we save for special occasions only. Weddings, funerals, dress parades, national holidays, even payday. That was a special day. We put on this dress uniform. You'll notice it has a lot more shiny brass buttons, got white facings that signify we're in the infantry. It has a standing paper collar, which I assure you all is very comfortable. And it's topped off with this funny-looking spiked helmet. An idea we stole from the Prussian army. They were the best in the world at the time. We weren't. Because we can't be the best if we look like it. It's not a weapon. We're not going to charge down the battlefield. I'm going to nail someone on that spike. Again, the dress uniform, not worn into battle. The undress uniform is. And if we were called into battle, we've all take with us this rifle right here. I'm going to let
firing for you folks here today is the Springfield 4570, first standard issue to the men in 1873. This marked a huge leap in technology. No longer is this a muzzle loader or a musket. We're not going to draw a ramrod and load loose powder in here. Rather, all we're going to have to do is lower the weapon, cock the hammer back twice, and throw open this rise and breech block. Then we can reach back to take out a very modern brass cartridge. 45 in caliber, 70 grains of black powder behind the round, why it's called a 4570. Drop that into the chamber, close the breech back up, and cock the hammer back once more, and you're ready to fire. Now, that greatly increased a soldier's rate of fire from 2 to 3 rounds in a minute with that muzzle loader, now to 12 to 13 rounds in a minute with this new breech loading technology. Along with a great increase in speed, we also became very proficient at different ranges, because this rifle can hit targets all the way out to 1,000 yards away. Soldiers here at Fort Mackinac had to practice twice a week on a 600-yard range and a full 1,000-yard range. Fort Mackinac actually at the time produced some of the best marksmen in the Army, hitting that 1,000-yard target better than 75% of the time. Now, unfortunately for those men on the rifle range, we have no evidence either way if they were taking any precautions to protect their hearing. The 4 of us out here today really do enjoy the ability to hear. So we're going to be inserting some historically inaccurate foam earplugs. If you happen to forget your foam earplugs at home, we suggest you use your natural set right here at the end of your index fingers. Just insert like so. This will be quite loud. With that, we're going to step back, fire 2 rounds apiece, and we hope you folks enjoy it.
You want to sell louder there? No. We'll just put them lightly over here. Just lightly.
Quad, up, hey. What? Up. We're at the end of the parade ground. Please move on to your left. You'll be a little safer. And folks, away. Hey, you might want to move over.
There we go.
Ready? Please now fire by file. And fire it. Wasn't that awesome, folks? Yeah! Thank you for joining us for our rifle firings. If you have any questions for us or want to take a look at these original rifles, they're over 120 years old. Feel free to come down and see us. That's what we're here for. Otherwise, our next demonstration will be at 5:30. It'll be a cannon firing all the way up the stairs in the corner of the fort. Have a great day here at Fort Mackinac. Thank you.